Welcome to Weekly Forecast and Happy Independence Day to all. So, we'll begin with the gold. In the weekly basis, the picture of the gold has changed. It closed below the previous week low. It is closed below the previous day's low, that is 1961. On the daily basis, yes, it has changed from this level on this engulfing candle. It turned bearish, means for the downside. Maybe to this there is a correction. Okay. So on the basis of this trend line or this channel, this is exactly reversed from the channel stop. If you can see, right? And reversed, and that to exactly to the channel's bottom again, and started reversing from there. So what we can do, or what is our plan for the next week? Now we can see only this part, that is from top to bottom. This is the one important trend line. The second trend line will be this or this. Okay, I can add it only to this. So here it has ended something. For example, it's like 1 and 2 along the third wave, or 3, 4, and 5. So something ended here in terms of A, B, and C. So here in gold, something has ended as top, that is a recent top of us. So this will be like 2074 USD is high for us, medium term or whatever the recent high you can say. In the earlier, like we were at this particular point and we asked you to sell for at least to this level, that is 1966 or 1950. We were expecting but the price fell very fastly, and whenever it is like breaking the trend line, you need to take the sell call. So here there was a confirmation below the 2017 or 2016 level for at least like this first, that is 1967, and then a 1909, and finally to the channel's bottom, that is 1860 or 1867. So now what to do for the next week? So now this whole downside may be the A. Now we are going for the B, and we'll see one more downside, or here there is a something new has started at this down. But there is a two possibility. One is, so here something has ended in the form of ABC, so something new has started. This new may be the B or a new pattern. Okay, in that both scenario we will consider. Okay, it might be the ABC, or so this is like simple A, B, and C structure. Something has over at downside, maybe from this point. Okay, something new structure has started. Okay, so if you consider only this part, this might be the smaller A or something new, or 1. Okay, it might be the A of this smaller bracket A. this is B, and whatever it is going, it might be going as a C. So here in this case, we can expect pattern to hit the top, that is up to the level of 1960 or to the level of 2000 on this trend line base or this channel base. Okay, it may be reversed from here or here, and from the top, if you see, it might be going for the 61% to 80%. Why I'm saying 80%? Because this is looking like a ABC, and now it might do the flat structure or something new. So in both way we can compare. In the top to bottom way, if it is 61%, that is 1994, and 80% will be 2026. This is the one way we can count, like, okay, it can go up to the level of 80%. And if it is not the part of the correction, if something is new in this A, B, and C, then we can calculate same thing. Like for example, 2026 and 1994 will be our level, right? The next level. If you remove these Fibonacci and you just add to this high, low to high, that is, I am considering only this as A, this whole correction is B, or 1 and 2, we are going for the third. So what will be the projection for the third? The projection for the third is 1992, will be coming 1.618, right? 1.618, that is 61% of this, the minimum is 1992, and 61% is coming 1992 or 93 somewhere around. So what you expect in case of gold for the next week is a smaller upside correction to the level of 1994. As per this channel, you can expect this to touch the high. Okay, this is coming 1977. Again, that will depend like how and where the correction ends. So if it is there, it can touch this level. That is, again coming to the level of 2024 or 2022. But as per this, a simple high to high, if I am connecting, the minimum you can expect is 1989 or 1990. Okay, that can be expected in case of gold. So use that opportunity, like how it goes. For example, if it is going in a sharper way, you can buy for keeping this as a stop loss for 1987 or 89 level. And if it goes further to the 61%, that is 1994, it is coming near to that. Okay, so in case of gold for the next week, you can look for the smaller buy. And the time wise, if you want to see, just add the time here. This is the bottom and this is the top. It covers almost 80% of the fall, and the price is near 31.30. Yeah, it's near 38.2. So the one down is valid in this case. So you need to wait for this B to complete. So this is A and this is B. So we are waiting for this C for the downside. It may be reversing from the 61%. Okay. So it may be reversing from the 61%, that is 1994 or 2025, in maximum cases 2076. That depends how it goes. Okay, for the zigzag, it needs to reverse from 1994 or somewhere around 2000 for this to complete, like the pattern is ABC. If it is flat, it will reverse from 2020. So what is the plan for the next week? Wait for this correction to finish, or you can trade for this C wave in this ABC, a smaller ABC. You can trade for the C wave. This is B, and you are going to trade for a smaller C or 1, 2, 3. Getting my point? So what I'm trying to say. So here you can look for the buy for 1994 and 2024. Then you can look for the sell setup if it gives confirmation. Silver. Silver, in the earlier week, we said like if it is consolidated here, it will give a good confirmation for one more buy. But what happened? It has broken the trend line. So now the trend has changed from the buy to sell. Now this will be our new channel from this top to bottom. Okay. Here again, in case of silver, if you look and if you compare with the gold chart, it's looking like a similar structure, right? But in the silver, in the gold, we are somewhere around at this particular point, or this is not yet done in case of silver, gold. But in case of silver, it has done the C. It might be like 80% or 61%. Just I'm trying to say and compare the both charts of gold and silver. So I'll keep side by side. Wait. So this is the silver chart. This is gold chart, right? So if you can see, we discussed like it might be going for the 61% and to the 80%. That is the level which is coming for 1994 and 2025. So here it might have done for 61% or to the 80%. Yes, see here. It reversed from the level of 61%, that is level of 27370. So it reversed from that. It is not going to go for the C, so that is directly like A, B, and C. It might do first to the 80%. Again, in this case, like simple ABC structure, A, B, and C. If it has to do the like D, or it might be the X with one more ABC. So that will complete 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And this is like expanding. This will be doing for 80%. So in the both cases, in the gold, it has to do the structure. In gold, it needs to do this first. Again, like same 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. So that will be like A, or it totally might be the A and B. Now it is going for the C. Okay, so this is you need to look for next week. In case of both silver and gold, you can look for the buy for a short term. Then whenever the structure changes, you can turn your position for the sell side. For example, here, it might do this to the up. That will be completing like A, B, and C. Here it might be A or 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 for the upside. Then we will be getting one down. Okay. This is what the structure I am looking in case of silver. So as a time being, you can look for the buy from this level whenever it gives a confirmation. So look for buy from 26 and sell at 2760, and then sell from 27 or 28 USD to the level of 23.50. Okay. Now USD INR. Okay, after this sharp movement for the upside, if you can see, if you see this level, and after this correction, we will be getting one more up. Maybe that will be completing the A, a B, a C, and D, and E. That will be the triangle. After one triangle, you will be getting one more up. So maybe for the 78 USD. So you can look for the buy setup in case of USD INR on a daily basis. What about hourly? It's similar to that. It might be like something is ending in the form of triangle. There you might be getting this as A, this as total moment as a B. So I'll remove everything so that it will be easy. This, for example, this is a A. Now whatever it is going for the B, okay, it might be like A, B, and C. Or something has done here. So this is the triangle. After this, if it goes further, it will go down. So that will be going for the D and E, as in the case of daily structure. Also, it is going to do the structure that of the triangle, or in the form of like A, B, and C for the like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That can be happen, but after the correction, it will go for one up. That is for 77 or 78. So this is the structure which I am looking in case of USD INR. So look for the buy setup in case of USD INR, not to sell. Crude. The structurally hasn't changed yet, so it can go for 80%, that is 50 USD. In the earlier week also we have discussed like a smaller correction can be expected in case of crude, but that is not happening. And the way it is trading, I mean the way it is moving, okay, so it might be like here you can say from this top to this one more top. Okay, it is not going upside, but a small correction we were expecting at this particular point as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here it has done something low of 38 USD. That is a recent low for me. So after this is like a A and B. Now it is going for the C. So what you can expect in case of crude, so it might go one more up. This is for daily. So we'll go for hourly chart, what it says. On the basis of hourly, you can look clearly, like here something has sharply started. Maybe this is A, B, and C, or maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, or simple A. Whatever it is going for the B. Now we are going to go for this. So we are going to break the high, or if it is going to above 43 USD, we are looking for the buy for C. That might be the 47 USD. Okay, so look for buy until and unless it closes below the 38.50 in case of crude. Okay, this is for the crude for the next week. Now a most weighted one, Nifty. So here we were looking this structure as totally like a diametric pattern. It might be A, B, and C and D here. Something started. E, maybe F started from this point. That is 9,800 level. Right. Now again, this is a new structure. Might be A, B, C, D, E, and F. G. When you will be coming to know that the G has started, or G is the beginning, when it will close below the 10,800 level in lesser time. So that time we can say that okay, something has ended at top and something is beginning for the downside. Okay, from the top if you look, there is a two. From here if you look, this is might be the level of 80%. It is reversing from there, trying to reverse. I'm not saying it exactly it is reversing, but it's trying to reverse. But if it closes below the 10,800 level in sharper time, that we can say that okay, next it will slide down to further down. Or if you consider okay, something has started from this down or from this particular point. Again, it is like 80, 82% or 83% of this total form. Okay. Now what we can expect for the next week. So I'm removing everything. Okay, this is what the structure we are looking in case of Nifty. Now A, B, C, D, E, F and G. Now on the daily basis, the structure has changed definitely. So I'm removing everything now. So what you can expect here is 10,800 level sooner or later. And from the top, that is 11,340 change. So on the hourly basis, what we can expect? On the hourly basis, like if you see the time here, I am considering this is like a 100% of the time. And this is maybe the 200%, 100, 200%, near 250 or 250 percentage or something, right? So here the pattern which it might make is possibilities B now. It is for the C. Okay. It depends like how faster the C will come. For example, if something has started at this particular point, that is from the 11,360, when it broke the level of this, it has confirmed the down move. Now one can keep the stop loss of 11,370 or 375 and trade for this down. So it may be 257 or 250 or 270 level or even 300 that can trigger one down. So that will be completing the structure as A, this totally B, and this is for the C. Okay. So if it comes faster, that is good sign that we are going to go for a downside. If it is not, again, we can go one more up from this triangle, for example, let's say A, B, C, D, like such, or something new again, like after X will be the new structure. Okay. Here the two possibility earlier week we were looking like this might be the A, B, and C. X, this is A, this is B, and this can also happen, but it has to go in a faster. Now, as in the faster direction, it has closed below the 11,234. In the hourly basis, the structure has changed. So hourly basis, you need to look for the sell for to the level of 10,800, and if further down, 10,500. Okay. The time, if I'm just considering this as whole as a B, and whatever fall has come, that is for the A. From this level, this is the A, and this is totally B end. Okay. Yesterday's low, I'm considering as a recent high. I'm expecting like, okay, this is not going to go for the down upside. And just I'm calculating this time. It might be the half of this time. So it will be C that might take this time. This is the half time, which least we can expect is 25th November, and here on 61% or like 38% will be the level which is 9,000 to 9,900. That is 38%. That is 50%. So I'm keeping this both open now. Okay. Just okay. So this is the structure which I am looking in case of Nifty. Okay. So it can come to the level of 9,900. That if it in case if it breaks the 10,800 level, and then a 10,500 level, then it needs to get the level of what we say 10,195. 1 second, guys. Okay. So here, these are the three levels which I'm looking at least like for the next 1 or 2 weeks, it might be correcting and falling, and we expecting like 9,900 and 9,000 for this whole pattern to finish. For example, if it is like a slower, let's say there is a like this, so that will be taking the time of this whole, and we are looking one more up. This will be like again A, B, and C. Okay, if it is faster, it may be doing this, or even to the downside. Okay, if it is slower, if it is still slower, what can expect like this? Maybe coming to the 9,900 level, and will be going again for the ups. So it will depend how fast and how slow it is going to fall. So then it might be going for the 13,000. From this, it might be, if it is sharp, at least to the 100% first, and then to 13,000. So that will depend like how fast it will fall. Okay, if it like still faster like this, then we might be going to go for one down, that is for like 6,400 or 6,800. That is in worst condition, or 7,500, which is earlier low. Getting? So what is the important thing you need to watch? How this C will follow whatever the present fall is that, and that too will confirm only when it will fall below the 10,800, and that too in faster time. That is the faster time. For example, if I'm considering this both time, so before 26th August, I'm adding that line too. Before 26th August, if it closes below the 10,800 level, we can expect some fall in case of Nifty. What about Bank Nifty? This might be the part of this, or as in the earlier week we discussed, like here it is going the slower form, at least it will go to 31% or 61%, that we have discussed, right? In the last week we said like stay in a buy in case of Bank Nifty because of this is like A, B, and C. If you see clearly internal structure also that has done the ABC, because if you just see this part from this down like this, so internally if you see again, like this is the 1 2, it might be 3 and 4 and finished as a 5, as it has closed below this, that is a recent C. So now from the top if you're looking, so this will be my new high and this will be the second high, so this can be expected in case of Bank Nifty. Again it can come to the level of down once again for 21,070 17 like this. Okay, so it is like head and shoulder, but maybe that double head and shoulder or something, like one shoulder and two heads and one more shoulder. Now the downside, if it breaks, further down can be expected. Okay, maybe to the level of 19,600 or something, only when it closes below 21,000 level. Okay, so in case of Bank Nifty for the next week, stay in a sell up to the level of 21,000. Then we can expect like this. If it goes again, like it can go one more up. Or as per this, if it is not crossing this trend line, we are expecting one down, maybe to the level of 20,500 or something. Then we can expect one more up to the level of 23,200 once again. Okay, so Bank Nifty is looking sell for the next week up to the level of 21,000 and further down. But after this, it might do some upside, or there is one more chance, like it is going in a sideways, let's say, in the channel. Let's say, for example, this, and again going to the upside, again going to the downside, again going to the upside and downside. So that can be expected in case of bank. Okay, so look for the sell setup, not to buy in case of bank nifty. Okay. We will be going quickly for the individual stocks, what they are doing. So in case of HDFC Finance, a similar structure that of the bank nifty, it can like do the structure of triangle like this, like that. So A, B, C, D, and E. After that, this will be one more up. So that is for this up, this down. Okay. So here, after this correction, maybe from the level of 1887 or 1880, it will reverse to the 1770.35 or something. Then you can look for the buy. If it is like not falling further and reversing from here, okay, that will be like A, B, and C. After this, if it's do that, that will be again like A, B, and C. That level may be the 61% and 80% or 50% should not. Yes, it's exactly 61% on the top to bottom. So here I'm expecting this price to go for 2110. But meanwhile, you can look for the buy and then sell and then buy. Okay, this is the structure which I'm looking in case of HDFC. What about HDFC Bank? It reversed from near 80%. Okay, as the time wise, this is like A and B, but here it can come a little bit down. That is for 955 or something. Then it might reverse to again 80%. That is that might happen, or it is like A, B, and C. As the time wise, it is. I hope it has done the 100%. So there is a chance it might be doing the flat or that of the zigzag. If it is high, the same high, I mean the recent high that is 11,058, we can expect this down. If it like further closes before the time, then we can expect a further down. Okay, if not, it will reverse from this, maybe doing the 80% or 100% of this, and again will fall one. Okay, these two possibilities in case of HDFC Bank. So time wise, it has to do the flat, then the time wise it needs to match with this. If not, the zigzag, at least the time should match. Time means what is the time I am expecting here? This below this, before 26th or 24 August. If it is crossing below the 949, then we can expect some fall here, like downside. But meanwhile, you can keep this as a trend line. If it is breaking that trend line, we will be expecting one more sell. Or else from here, if it is taking support and breaking this trend line, we will be looking one more up. That is for 80% to 90%. And that will be again like this is A, this is B, trade for C. Okay. Meanwhile, you can look for the sell. Then we will decide how it goes further. In this continuity lever, so structure hasn't changed much. So in the last week, we said like look for the sell setup as it has crossed the trend line. Now it is like A, B. Here it might be the A, and this is a B. Now it is going for the C. So look for the sell setup in case of in this continuity lever, not to buy up to the level of 2065, or if it further falls, maybe to the level of 1940 or something. Okay. So look for sell setup, not to buy. What about ICICI Bank? This is against to this. This is a in the earlier week same that of ICICI also we looked for the buy setup because we were doing this like A, B, and C. Now this important trend line is broken. So now the structure has changed from buy to sell. Now at least to this lower level, that is 339 or something. Okay, so if it is crossing this low, we'll be looking for sell from the level of 355 or something for 339 and further falls to 325. Then we will look how it behaves. Meanwhile, you can look for the sell setup in case of Icici Bank. What about Infosys? As in the Infosys, we said so wait for this consolidation to happen, or at least is to turn to the trend line. Okay, now it has done like A, B. Here you can look for the buy, one more up. If it is not coming inside the channel and making some, spending some time, then it might fall. But here it is looking more of this, that is A and B and one more up, maybe to the level of 1040 or 1035. So look for the buy in case of Infosys, not to sell. ITC, similar structure that of the Infosys, like a consolidation after this one up. So look for the buy for at least like 226 or something, not to sell. Kotak, a similar structure A and B and C. So you can look for the buy, maybe a smaller correction to the level of 1260 can be expected. From then you can look for one more buy. So look for buy setup in case of Kotak, not to sell. L&T, look for buy. Chart is ready and it is going inside the channel, so it is good opportunity. One can look for the buy setup for 1110 or 1120 in case of L&T, not to sell. What about Reliance? So Reliance here, see, there is an important thing here is like it has broken the trend line, but not in lesser time. So in this case, we might get one more up before it can go any further far. Like this. So here it might go one up before going to go any far. Okay, so look for the buy setup in case of Reliance until and unless it closes below the 2000. Okay, look